that is a little potent. If you've ever smelled iron decon, that's what that smells like. What's going on, guys? So we are in Walmart. I wasn't gonna film this intro here. I was gonna film it at home tomorrow, but because of come up here to get something to eat into where we're at in town, and there are people in the parking lot. There's other squatted trucks, so I'm gonna go film some of them, and we're gonna like jump straight into that video. So also, by the way, I'm at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's amazing. There's a dude over here just kind of staring at me.
Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Anyway, so we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I cannot thank y'all enough for that. We're gonna keep grinding, keep growing. Let's get this big, and I'll keep putting out this good content too. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you, guys.
When? Yeah, you're good. Just introduce yourself and then go out the truck and then go from bumper to bumper.
Oh yeah, my name's Cliff. I got the 2016 GMC Denali. It's on an 8-inch BDS lift with a rough country 2-inch bottom level and the rough country coilovers, Vortex. I got 26x14s, Artem Novas on Apparel trail blades, and I got the rear is bagged. Show that real quick.
I'll say, how do you have yours mounted? Because I know some people are a little different about how they have theirs mounted.
I got mine just right here, right from the steering wheel.
Okay.
And then I got 2 remotes for them too, like these.
Oh, okay. So you got the clickers.
Yeah.
So they've got a lot of bounce time too.
Yeah.
What's your tank size?
I believe it's a 4-gallon.
A 4-gallon?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, as we talked about, I just got this built, so I don't really know much about it except for these are just 6.5s, and then I don't know exactly what those are.
I know what choose it when you go to.
Well, I went to a Virginia Takeover show and they had it on display, so I just walked up and seen the bigger one. I bought it.
Oh, okay. So you bought it just outright and had it installed.
Yeah.
Okay. And I like how you have like actual prefabbed boxes. Like they're not just like the cheaper like thrown together boxes. Like you did it right. You spent the money and did it the right way. Did it the right way the first time. So are those 2 8s with
2 10s.
2 10s?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe the name is pronounced Oron, but I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know. There's so many different names out there for audio, but yeah, man, you've definitely got a really beautiful truck. So
yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Alright, what's going on, guys? So I really wasn't expecting to film all of that last night. Like, this was supposed to be the actual intro for this video, but I just happened to have my big camera with me, so I decided to film that truck. That was really cool seeing him up there, and that box was like really good. I'm sorry I can't play a lot of the audio, but YouTube is really bad about the copyright. God, man, the sun is bright. But YouTube is really bad about copyright in terms of music and everything else, even if you have permission. So we're just going to try to stay away from that the best we can. But I do want to go over something that we talked about. So I did hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to say it was 3 or 4 days ago. I filmed that on Friday. I had a wedding Saturday. Today is Sunday. But something with that is now after 3 days, I think I'm almost at 1,100. So I mean, I can't thank y'all enough. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for y'all following along with me and keeping this content going. That's kind of the whole point, is I'm supposed to make the content and edit it and provide it to you guys, and y'all are supposed to watch it and enjoy it and keep coming back. So if we can kind of keep that groove going, I'm perfectly okay with that. I'll keep making the good content and y'all keep coming back. Thank you guys. All right, so the real purpose of this video today is we're going to go over 10 things that I absolutely hate about this new Chevy Silverado. There's things that I definitely think could have been included, things they could have changed a little bit. You know, the technology was there, but they didn't even put it in. And just other things that, like, comparing to other trucks that I have. You know, I have my 2018 Silverado. I had a 2015 Sierra. So just kind of going over certain things that they could have done better. We're going to go ahead and get into that. But really quick, just give me 1 second. I'm going to pick y'all up. This is going to be the trailer parking over here. So this is the entrance to my show, and then over here is going to be trailer parking. And as you know, if you don't have a trailer, you're just going to go around and you're going to go right over there towards that field. You know, so this is going to be trailer parking. So if you need to bring a vehicle, or you know, you need to bring it on a trailer, I have the room to park it. There's plenty of room here to park a vehicle on a trailer, and you can just unload it and head right through to the other side. I will say that there is another show happening on the same day in North Carolina. We're going to keep this going strong. We're going to keep this show good, and I'm going to put out one of the best shows that you've ever been to all year. So just kind of follow on to say that, but we're going to get right into this video. So the first thing that we're going to get into is these little plastic trims here. So if you rub, if you squat, you know, if you have, you know, you put a lift kit on and you try to stuff some wheels in there, it doesn't fit, and they like to just come off, and kind of going off of that plastic theme. I don't like the door moldings. So I tried to debadge this, right? And I haven't taken Goo Gone to it, and I need to, and I know it's filthy and whatever else. Y'all can roast me in the comments. But as I took off this back door is an entirely different color underneath the molding, and that's not primer. It has a clear coat. You can see that it's reflective, so it's really aggravating that this door is a different color. So I haven't even taken the Goo Gone to it, because I'm probably going to re-stick the actual molding on. I'm still going to debadge it and take the Silverado off, but I'm going to have to take off the different color, or, like, you know, put the molding back on because it's different colored. So that's one. I can't stand the way that the molding looks. Hold on, we'll go to the other side. So if you look on the other side, like, I just don't like the way that looks, you know. Like, I like it to be the clean look. These two letters are falling off, and I'm going to debadge all this, but you know, I don't like the way that molding looks. So that's number one. Number two is these headlights, right? Everybody knows the new body style 07 to 13 headlights. It does not matter if you buy the $1,000 expensive ones or the $50 cheap ones off of Amazon or eBay. They're gonna condensate. They're gonna leak. It's gonna be a problem. You know, this time of year, as it starts getting hot and getting cold, they do really bad. And I don't like that. That seems to be an issue, a common issue with these trucks. What I really don't like is that it needs 4 bulbs to run each one. So if we count it, right, you have your high beam, your low beam, 2 side markers. Why do you need 4 bulbs per side? Like, why couldn't it be a 1P? Like, for, if I'm just thinking about my 2018, it has 1 bulb. It has the headlight. You know, maybe the side marker and DRL, but you know, either way, it's 1 main bulb. And I don't know, that whole design, I just can't do. That's number 2. Number 3 is the chrome. The chrome on these trucks was a terrible decision, right? Because, like, I have the painted bumper, but they do have bumpers that have this piece chrome right on the top. So the only things you could get chrome on this truck was the bumper, the grill, and the back bumper, right? So if we take you over here, this back bumper right here, those were the only things you could get chrome. Everything else, chrome tailgate handle, the chrome, you know, the chrome door handles, the chrome trim up top, even on the chrome mirrors. I think they might have had the mirrors. That one I might be mistaken, but either way, it's all caps. It's all just stuck on like it didn't exist, right? So I think for a fully loaded truck, it should be full of chrome, and that just didn't happen, and I'm not a humongous fan of the way that it played out. Another thing that I don't like, and we'll kind of get into it, I'll hop in the truck here in a second, is I don't like the way that these rear view mirrors are on these trucks. So hold on, let me actually get in. So if you look at these rear view mirrors, like from my driver point of view, like you can't, like, you know, you see, you're looking out of the vehicle, you look out of this mirror and you can't see the entire back window. Like, it's completely covered and it's a tiny view. I absolutely just cannot stand that. We have a few things to go over inside the truck, but this has got to be the biggest one. Like, it hinders with my driving. Like, this hinders more with my driving than the Squad does. The next thing, we got to put the keys in the ignition. All right, so now those are on there. Hopefully music doesn't start playing. Hold on. I'm just gonna make sure that's on 0. So I don't like when I roll down the windows on like my truck. Whoa. Turns out that window motor has gone out. That's fantastic. So we'll go to this side. When you roll down the window, I like putting it directly at the crack. The only problem with that is you can't see the full mirror from like driving position. This is my view while driving. You can't see the whole mirror. So to do that, to put it in the mirror, now there's a little bit of a, you know, it doesn't clear the corner. If you look at the 14 to 18s, even the new ones, and in the Yukons, it lined up perfectly. And for some reason, these don't. And it's really aggravating that there's gonna be this little space here so you can actually see that the mirror's there. All right, last thing inside is I don't like these consoles. Like, yes, I wanted an LTZ so it was fully loaded with bucket seats, but this console is like really small. You know, it's very, very tiny. It rattles. You know, like the cup holders are barely deep. Like, I mean, they're like, you know, they don't fit an entire thing, and this console is just too small. Like, my hand is bigger than that, and they're super shallow. Like, if you look at the newer trucks, they're super deep. They look like they're made to be here. It looks like somebody tried to retrofit this. And to me, it just doesn't, like, I really don't like that this rattles, because, you know, if you know, driving a lifted truck on rubber bands, on back roads, the entire time your drink just sits there and does this. And, you know, I prefer homemade sweet tea. And for me, I can't do that because it just shakes around with a full glass. So it's really, that's something that really gets me, that I don't like about these. The last thing that I have for inside of these trucks is if you replace your third brake light with, you know, anything, if you do an aftermarket third brake light or have to change bulbs in it, as soon as you take that out, it's gonna leak. Like, you know, in here my headliner has leaked. I'm gonna do a Starlight, so I'm not worried about that, but there's no reason that these should leak as bad. And I know that's not necessarily a new body problem, but I do know that it is an issue just with all of the Chevys. Once you take that out, you know, it's almost impossible to keep it from leaking, no matter how you try to keep it from doing that. All right, what's going on, guys? So we're gonna take a little bit of a break from this video. So with my brand, Fort Creek Apparel, we have come out with a brand new item, a brand new hot drop. So we have come out with the Longhorn Legacy Club, which is a shirt of the month subscription that will charge you one time. You'll save 25% off the shirts instead of paying what you would at the show in person or online on the website. You're gonna save 25%. With that being said, those shirts are exclusive. They will not be sold at the shows. They will not be sold in stores or online. They will also only be one of one shirts. So if they correlate to the month that you buy them in, that is it. They will not be available after those 30 days. They will never come back. We will never sell them again, and they will never be a part of the Shirt of the Month Club ever again. So a little bit of a hint. The first one coming out is for this September. If you dove hunt or know anybody that dove hunts, this is going to be a great shirt for you guys. So if you want to jump in on that, now is the time. It'll be linked in the description. You need to tap in while they're still available. We only have so many available. So go ahead, tap in the description, tap on the website, and go ahead and get you one ordered. So I forgot something about the inside. As you can see, it has heated the backs and the heated butt and back. But something that I really don't understand is there's no cooling seat. Yes, I know that is a technology thing, but this is a 2011. I personally had a 2011 Yukon that had the cooling seats. So as I looked it up and found out, the cooling seats were not offered in the 2011 LTZ or in the Sierra Denali. They were only offered in the Yukon and Tahoe at the highest trim levels, and I don't quite understand that. I feel like the highest trim, whether it's an SUV or a truck, it should have it. That's one thing that I am missing, is that ventilated cooling seat. Last issue that I have is mechanical. So underneath of this hood, I have the 6.2 liter, which was only offered in the higher trims after 2010. But one thing with these 6.2s is they like to blow the oil pressure sensors a lot. I have no idea why, but for this truck, it's like right in the middle underneath here. And they're super easy to replace, super cheap. They're not too expensive, but it blows like constantly. I have oil pressure, you know, I change the oil frequently, but it's only like, I think it's blown already twice, and I think it might be an electrical issue. But I've heard from other people with these 2011 LTZs that have the 6.2 that, or 1113 LTZs with the 6.2, that it's just a common, it's a common issue. So that's just the last thing that I cannot stand on this truck. All right, so that's the last thing I have. That's 10 things that I absolutely just cannot stand with this truck. So I hope you guys, I imagine y'all have other things that you don't like, even if it's cosmetic, if it's something that you can't personally fix, like it was from the factory. Everybody has that about every vehicle that everybody owns. These are common problems that could have easy fixes that they just weren't doing. I appreciate you guys coming back, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I also wanted to bring up that we will be going to Smoky Mountain Truck Fest with this truck. That is this week. We leave on Wednesday to get some good filming down there. So if y'all are going to be down there, please comment and tell me that y'all are going to be there. DM me on Instagram, whatever you got to do to get a hold of me, because I'm trying to film trucks down there. So if you're going to Smoky, you have a squatted truck, let me film it. Let's review it and let's see like how good it drives. Let's see, we'll do like a pop and clutch style interview. We'll try to get through that. But please hit me up. If you're going to Smoky and you have a squatted truck, I will film it. I will be there. So I really want to go over and review some of them. So that would be a big help. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video, please. I'm trying to get as many subscribers as I can to keep putting this good content out. I'm trying. So let's try to keep up that good work. Thanks, guys.
Lord is gonna be my downfall. Right or wrong, I'ma take it to the grave. I'm a